World Series of Bowling from the South Point Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. Now, when you go to your neighborhood bowling center, you might rent some of these. They're not very versatile or stylish. They've got leather soles and rubber heels, and that is just not okay for our pros. They might actually choose one of these. As you can see, they are very easily adjustable on their heels and on their soles, depending on the player's preference. And that will help achieve the best slide, no matter what the conditions. Hey, can I get these in pink?
Randy, here's my guess. Kimberly's husband just saw that and is saying the last thing that woman needs, more shoes.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was my missus, that's what I'd be saying.
Oh.
There is Wes Malott, the big nasty, starting strong with the strike. So Malott, the 2-seat, electing to bat leadoff. Here is Sean Rash, your 4-seat, took care of Chris Barnes in the last match. 227, 175. Before that, it was Osku Palermo dropping 236, 211.
Shot. Players are migrating towards the center of the lane. As the lanes break down, look for the players to move that way right there. And Sean Rash will be making another move.
So Rash with a spare there in the first. And a young man from Wichita who just bought a house yesterday in suburban Chicago gets set for the second frame. Messenger, yeah!
Boy, and that pin just barely snuck underneath the pin setter, because even if it's on its way down, if the pin setter touches any part of that pin, it'll have to be reset. But check this out, head pin sidewall. Here it comes. It's looking for the 10. Oh, what a great shot. Watch this. Come on now. Oh, yeah. Just snuck underneath it.
Woo, nasty. Way right here in the second.
Wes will immediately go to tape. Anytime you see Wes lose one off his hand, he's going to the tape bag. He let go of that and he was like,
I'm out of here, yeah.
Yeah, I'll see you. Just stay on the lane and knock something down, please.
I'll see you at the tape station. And a little doctoring by Wes Malott, who does this a lot. He also does that a lot. Takes the brush to the shoe, messes with the thumb. He has his routine.
He's got his routine, man.
And he sticks with it.
Absolutely.
And I'm not going to tell him to change the routine. Are you?
Not if you're smart.
No, are you kidding me? 6'5", 250. You do whatever you want, nasty. Ooh. Let's remember that one. Open frame in the second. And in a quick 12-pin hole.
Well, this ball's going to hook way too much down lane, and it's actually going to hit the head pin and deflect and go right by the 8.
So the 2009 PBA Player of the Year.
Last year is over with.
Trying to put last season behind him, as he just said. Steps up here in the third. Drops them all last season. Malott made 5 TV shows. Did not have a victory in either of them. When we come back, we talk woodworking with Wes. Maybe he and Norm Duke should start a contracting biz together, Randy. Thought about it?
Good idea.
Thank you.
what happened while we were gone. Wes Malott working on a strike, gets up in the fourth, doubles up. Now left lane, fifth frame, looking to keep the string alive. That's pretty, isn't it? Sean Rash working on a strike here in the third frame. Look how much farther towards the center part of the lane he's moved. There's a beautiful shot there. Now fourth frame, looking for 3 in a row. Yeah, one time, make it 3 times for a 3-bagger. Now fifth frame. How about a 4-bagger? 6th frame, left lane, can he keep the streak going? Oh man, good shot, but he leaves the 10-pin and he would convert. Wes Malott trailing by 21. He is working on a 3-bagger. Let's see if he can overcome that open frame in the second. All right, let's take a look at Wes Malott's arsenal. Today he decides to go with the Nomad Pearl. Notice how it's not the strongest of the 4 bowling balls he's brought down to this TV pair of lanes. And that's a very common occurrence when the oil pattern starts to break down, the players start to move more towards the center part of the lane, you'll start to see them go to less aggressive equipment.
So Malott 4 strikes through 5 frames, but again, if you reflect back on that second frame, which he left open. There's a good look at the big nasty, looking for a ham bone here in the 6th.
Come on. Go ahead, say it. Say it.
4-bagger!
Say it!
So Malott drops 4 in a row, and here is more from Wes on his compulsive work in the wood shop.
The biggest thing that people probably don't realize is, I mean, for instance, my pro shops. Before I came out on tour, I actually trimmed houses and did all the, you know, the critical stuff that people really see that brings the house out with all the trim work and stuff. I've remodeled the pro shops all to myself. I've got it all. I've got, you know, the miter saw, the table saws, the drills, the jigsaws, you name it, I've got it. I take pride in everything I do, and that's why I critique myself as much as I do out here, and that's probably one of the reasons why I'm fairly successful. It doesn't matter what it is, I'm critiquing it and trying to make perfection out of anything I do. I've probably got a little OCD a little bit. Never been diagnosed, but I'm sure it's there. I don't know how long I'm going to get to bowl, and that's part of the reason why I'm kind of getting the pro shop started a little bit and kind of also giving back to the community what's given, you know, to me in the sport.
And we are back, set to kick off the 7th. Malott down 11. The nasty is not going to get that one to drop.
And that would have been the turning point of this match. Wes Malott looking to take control of this match, looking for 5 in a row. Oh, where's the trip 4 when you need it?
Oh, gravity worked hard there.
It's those new pins and those flat bottoms.
There's no way I was shooting that straight about after taking myself out earlier. Come on.
So Rash has gone spare, and then 4 strikes in a row, and then a spare in the 6th. Here's his effort in the bottom of the 7th, clinging to a 12-pin lead. Yeah, baby! Gets them all to drop. Come on. Well, Sean, you saw Wes make that move with a 4-bagger in frames 3 through 6. What did that do to your outlook on this match?
I'm not watching him. It's about me right now. I can't control what he's doing. Just gonna make a good shot. That's all you can do.
That is the new version of Sean Rash upstairs.
It's the no nonsense.
I like it.
All business.
And business is good right now. Looking for a double here in the 8th.
Great shot, bad break.
Great shot, Sean.
There you go, a little self-help pep talk from Sean.
There's that rotation, that bent elbow and cupped wrist at the bottom, and then watch 3 or 4 pins go right by the 7. Unlucky.
There's a punished pin. So the 3rd spare of the match for Rash.
Great shot. Another great shot.
Lead down to 12. West can max out at a 247. Rash a 249. That's assuming they both strike out.
Wes Malott needs to strike out, in my opinion, and have a chance to win this, because he needs to put pressure on Sean Rash. Sean has had it in pretty much on cruise control for the entire day.
Strike number 6. And match number 3 for Wes Malott.
And how huge is that missed spare in the 2nd frame looming right now?
That is the difference maker.
There's a former player of the year at arm swing and ball reaction, and remember him at the king of bowling and what he did there with a couple of 300 games. Just such a dominant year.
What a great run that was. It's just enjoyable to be a part of. But then you go back to last season, he did not win a title for the first time since the 04-05 season, and he admitted, you know what, some of my focus was taken away from bowling. He opened up a pro bowling shop called Strike A Lot. He's opening up another one in South Austin right now, and he said, you know what, I took too much time away from my game, and I needed to bring it back and focus on what I do out here.
Make it good. Make it good. That's all you can do. Getting it into the swing a little too quick again.
And by doing that, getting the ball into the swing a little too early, 9 times out of 10 will cause you to pull it or miss left of target for a right-hander. Again, another 4-pin on the left lane, and it couldn't have come at a worse time for Wes Malott. It's a little scary for me that the big hook ball at the single pin spares.
So I'll put him on that one.
I know I don't sit comfortably watching it.
Sean Rash can go strike, spare, strike, 9th and 10th frame, and lock out Wes Malott.
Strike number 6 of match number 3 for Rash. Your number 1 seed and the lone lefty, Scott Norton, waiting in the wings. That lone lefty phrase, very important. With the 4 guys who've been throwing hard from the right side, that left side of the oil is just sitting there nice and clean for Mr. Norton.
Well, you know, so far so good in terms of the oil pattern holding up.
Not a good frame.
The right-handers have not moved far enough left. They're not running in to the left gutter cap. There's Sean Rash's mom, Diane. So there's still plenty of room out there for either Wes Malott or Sean Rash, whoever advances to the title, to face Scott Norton. But all week long, what we saw at this Chameleon Championship were players lofting it halfway down the lane, especially later on in the qualifying and match play blocks.
Messenger drops the 10, a big strike for Rash. Messenger's been busy for Mr. Rash today.
I mean, that's pretty much all she wrote. That puts Sean Rash in the 230s. All he has to do is keep it on the lane, and he is going to bowl for the title. Love that look. Here it comes. Get out of my way, 10-pin.
And that is all over but the shouting. Diane will see her baby boy bowl for the title match next versus Scott Norton. Wes Malott, 1 and done here for the 2 seed.
Missed spare and 2 4-pins on the left lane was the undoing for Wes Malott. Sean Rash made a bunch of great shots and kept the ball in play.
test shot there from Sean Rash. He's in the books with a 235, but more importantly, he advances to the title match to take on Scott Norton. You will see it in its entirety, commercial-free, when we return.